Hey everybody, how's it going? Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Let's have a beer.
Cheers.
Cheers. Thanks for checking in tonight. We appreciate you. Jan, what's in your glass over there?
Chardonnay.
Chardonnay.
Yep.
Of course, I've got my Blue Moon because we've got to support those citrus farmers here in Florida. We love our farmers and we love you. Thanks for checking in tonight. It has been a pretty tough week. It really has. George Crotty's checking in. He's got a beer.
Hey, George.
How you doing, George? And Mama Jean was taken to the hospital early Tuesday morning. I was just getting the show started with Julie, and I got a text from Jan. And Mom's sick, and we need to do something with her. And, of course, my heart went really fast because it's like you want to be there. And long story short, she ended up at LRH, and she has bacterial pneumonia. And this is caused from a stroke she had several years ago. And when she eats, what does it do in her lung? Aspirates in her lung. It's the food.
Yep.
And it's caused a pneumonia. She had this a couple years ago. And of course, it was scary. Came on overnight. And, you know, the first thought we had was, oh, my goodness, she's got COVID-19. But the good news is she doesn't. She's been tested for a coronavirus, COVID-19, and she tested negative. And the doctor is working with her today on how to chew and swallow correctly so she doesn't have this problem anymore. So the good news is she doesn't have coronavirus, and the pneumonia she had was bacterial, so it was not infectious. She didn't catch it from anybody, and she couldn't pass it on to anybody. And it was just awesome. And Jan, you were here when the captain and the Polk County EMS came, and you said they were just awesome.
They were very marvelous.
And they took care of Mama Jean and just treated her like a queen and made her feel good and comfortable. And then shared with Jan, don't gather your things, don't come to the hospital because you can't come in.
Nope.
And that was a tough one right there.
Tough. Yeah.
Because, and, you know, we know that we've got a lot of people watching and a lot of people who listen to 97.5 WPCV and have loved ones in assisted living and in healthcare centers and hospitals where you just can't go see them. But we will say that the Polk County EMS was top notch. Thank you, gentlemen. You guys were great. And the staff, the nurses, and the doctors at LRH have been so cool. Mama Jean's making lots of friends up there. We don't want to stay too long to make too many friends. But one of her nurses, Susie, actually let Mama Jean FaceTime.
With her phone.
With her own phone with us this afternoon. And Mama Jean said, you're doing the show? I said, yes, ma'am. And she said, well, I hope to be on next week. And she wanted to give everybody thank you for the prayers and the thoughts and the nice wishes. And she's getting better. We hope to have her home this weekend. And we just thank the staff at LRH and you for praying, and the show will go on. And she might even be watching. You know, that nurse might be sitting there with her phone. So Mama Jean can see the show tonight. All right, here's the deal. We want to toast everybody. Together, we are getting through this. We are getting through this.
Yep.
Phase one continues Monday.
Continues, like full phase one. So the restaurants are at 50%.
Yeah.
The gym's open.
The gyms are going to open up.
I'm not sure what else.
And we want you to take a selfie with your cold one and share it with us on Facebook. And please share this with all your friends. We got quite a show coming up for you tonight. Let's see who's checking in here. We've got a lot of people checking in. Let's see, Marilyn Eilers. Thank you so much. Marilyn Eilers is ready to go with 3 beers there, Jan. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And we say hi to Paula Bradley. Paula, how you doing? Mama is doing great. Thanks for your prayers. Thank you for asking. And Scott Smallwood, glad you're back. Missed last week. Shame on you. We realized you weren't here, but we knew you'd come back, Scott. And thank you for praying for Mama Jean. Yeah. We've got Brian checking in. Hey, Garby, how you doing?
Hey, Garby.
19 is faster teammate. Oh, I know. I've got my
NASCAR.
FedEx racing hat on because
Starts
NASCAR's back on Sunday. Yep. That is right. And we are looking forward to that. And Mama Jean's a big sports fan.
She is.
And she's going to do a NASCAR report. She was going to do it tonight. She was getting ready for that. But she's going to be back with us next Friday night. Thank you again. Thank you again for all your prayers and all your well wishes here tonight on Facebook Live. Keep chatting with us. Please take that selfie with your cold one. Now, it just doesn't have to be a beer or wine. It could be sweet tea. It can be water.
Cocktail. Any adult beverage.
We when did we start this? 4 or 5 weeks ago.
Yeah.
When everything shut down.
Yep.
Jan and I sat down and said, you know what? We might have to be social distancing, but we don't have to be social distanced.
Right.
Did I say that right?
Yes.
Distance from each other.
Right.
So we're still connected. We just want everybody to make sure that everybody's connected. We're getting through this together. And we've got a great show for you tonight. I tell you what we're going to do. We are going to start with 2 friends of ours from Sun and Fun. I would like to introduce you to John Leanhouse Lights, live on the show. How are you, John?
I am doing almost hurts, but it's Friday night, so I'm going to get through it with a cold beer.
Absolutely.
And what you drinking, Lights?
I'm loving the Corona. You know, we just went past the Cinco de Mayo, and that happens to be the birthday of our last grandchild. Mason is now going to always have a big ass party every time he has a birthday.
Good for him.
How many grandchildren do you have?
Well, this is number 7. We've got 3 daughters. Luckily, we got 3 husbands too. That's a plus. And between them, they've got 3 with 1 daughter, 2 with the other 2 daughters, and they're all doing wonderful. They're happily married. The kids are ranges in age between a week old and 11. Double one, second and none. Our oldest grandchild.
Wow! And you're checking in from where tonight?
Well, we're up here in where it used to be our old homestead for over 35 years. Nancy and I lived different places, but we lived in Jacksonville, and we have a hangar house up here that we fly into because it's really close to the kids and the grandkids, and so they can all come out here. Matter of fact, I've got 4 of them here tonight that'll be spending the night, and they terrorize the neighborhood on the golf cart. It's it's wide open spaces. There's us, dogs, and deers, and so they run around and they have outdoor fun ad infinitum. So there's no sitting at computers when they come out to Papa John and Nana's house.
That's awesome. Well, thanks for joining us tonight. Greg Gibson also with us from Sun and Fun. How are you, sir?
Hey, doing great, Roger. Thanks for having me on. And Lights, you're talking about the birthday there. I can speak for Cinco de Mayo birthdays because I shared the birthday with baby Mason now, so we collectively get the party, and I'll be expecting that invitation when that comes around. So we're having a good time. It's going to be good.
All right, guys. Sun and Fun had to be canceled like so many other great events in Polk County and Central Florida. However, you're making it virtual for us online. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, we have got the Sun and Fun Home Edition. When we had the sad news that COVID-19 was going to force us to not have our beloved event of now 46 years, we had to come up with something to make sure that we had a way for all of our fans and family throughout the air show and aviation business and industry to be able to still experience Sun and Fun. So the Sun and Fun Home Edition is what we came up with, and it literally takes the Sun and Fun event, puts it online, and allows you to not only come in for once in a day or a week, but continue to come back between now and when we should be able to launch the actual event next year in 2021. So we got about 11 months of content all lined up, and you can find it. It's on the screen there. It's at snfhome.org, and you can check out previous air shows. We have performer profiles right here on Facebook Live, so you can tune into those on Tuesday and Thursday nights. We've got a live online benefit coming up on May 30th, where people can experience about a 4-hour virtual air show, which will have a lot of content on from our friends at Live Air Show TV, and chances to win prizes and tickets to the 2021 event. And
Cool.
we got all kind of neat stuff. If you buy some of the, matter of fact, we and Lights will certainly appreciate the plug here, but we have several thousand 2020 Sun and Fun t-shirts that need a home. So We
Hey, we'll
created
get one over here.
I'll take one of
right.
those.
So we created a campaign that is basically celebrating the greatest air show that never happened. And
Cool.
it has you get a little patch on your shirt. And if you wear one of those shirts, if you buy one, if you wear it to the 2020 event, we got the prize patrol. So you can get upgrades and some free swag and a chance at some really neat prizes. And all you got to do is buy the shirt and show up. And you're gonna get a very warm welcome for supporting us while we put all of this together. And of course, that funding helps support our Aerospace Center for Excellence, STEM scholarships and education programs.
Cool. Very cool.
John, you look like you have something on your mind, buddy.
Well, I was trying to let you know that I'm connected with you, but that's as far as it goes. I just sent you a text. So I'm sure that what Greg told you was absolutely fabulous. I have no clue what it was.
We need to take that to work. I'm telling you, if we can get where I can talk and he doesn't hear me, we're going to get a lot more done.
Hey, Greg, I understand that you discovered we're having a beer. It's Let's Have a Beer every Friday night on Facebook Live. What are you drinking, sir?
I've got a Leinenkugel Summer Shandy here.
Nice.
One of my favorites. That's nice and light and summery. Enjoy that. And we were talking earlier about our campground out there, which Lights and Nancy have got their own little slice of heaven out there in the campground as well. But it's really a neat community. So I discovered a new beer to me last night. It was that Lexington Brewery Kentucky Bourbon Barrel Ale, and I'm in love. I'm just telling you, I may have to swear off all other beers for that one.
Every penny.
That's a great beer.
Yep.
That's a great beer. They have a great pumpkin beer. Leinenkugel, what you're drinking there, has a great pumpkin beer. It tastes like pumpkin pie in a bottle.
Right.
And Leinenkugel also has a coffee beer, I believe. No, excuse me. The Kentucky Bourbon Barrel Ale has a coffee beer. And is it raspberry, Jan?
I think so.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't have a big enough refrigerator. I'm going to have to go get another one. I got to get an upgrade. This back here is not going to handle it.
No.
Well, guys, thank you for all that you do at Sun and Fun. And how can we help you out? And once again, how can we connect to catch all these videos?
Well, we've got, our clearinghouse is right there at the snfhome.org. There's videos scattered all over the place. There's literally weeks worth of content. I don't think you could watch it all in a month. So there's plenty there to do. There's also a lot of very interesting alternate things that you may not be able to actually do at the show. So the performer profiles, talking about the backstories and where these air show performers got their start. We're going to talk to NOAA, the hurricane hunters. We're going to have a visit with them coming up in a few weeks. So we'll change gears a little bit and talk about science, and some really cool stuff with their aircraft Kermit and Miss Piggy, which I think people get a pretty big kick out of. Lights is going to feature in a few of those things too. He's going to have a couple of he doesn't even know it yet. So if he can't hear me, that's even better. We're going to have him featured on quite a number of videos. I know he can't hear me because he wouldn't be smiling like that. So this is really good.
Greg, it's hard to tell though whether he can hear you or not. I just can't read the look on his face.
He has that's his Cheshire
the
cat.
answer is no. I have no idea what he's saying.
Perfect.
So it's a good thing.
But that's okay because I don't really understand what he says most of the time anyway.
That's a fair shot. Fair shot.
Gentlemen, cheers. Thank you for all that you do for our community and Sun and Fun. Check them out. It's on the screen below. Watch their virtual videos and help them out. Buy a T-shirt. Will you guys autograph the T-shirt for everybody watching tonight?
Get the T-shirt that says the greatest air show that never happened.
That's a collector's item because that probably won't happen again.
That's
probably not.
It doesn't.
All right.
And, they're actually we'll have during our live benefit. They'll actually be able to donations that are made will be eligible to win a prize, and that the shirt's part of it, along with a collector's edition poster and a patch. So there's a couple of pretty cool things they can look forward to as we keep going.
And thank you to Samantha for watching tonight. She's got the address, the web address there, and that's the one we need to remember and sign into.
Thank you, Samantha.
And Greg and John, thank you guys. Don't leave. We've got some entertainment coming up here in just a second, okay?
All right, looking forward to it.
All right, keep those beers cold. Keep pouring those beers and those cold ones. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a special guest joining us now from right here in Lakeland, Florida. if I can get his microphone going right here. McCoy Moore, welcome to the show. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Doing well. It's kind of fun to be the TV director and everything else, and try to get everybody's mics on and all that.
I can't.
I tell you what, you and I were at one of the very last events here in Polk County that was able to happen before the coronavirus, COVID-19, shut this county down and basically the world. We were at the FFA Lake Gibson Alumni Dinner and Auction, and you performed that night.
I did. It was fun. It was like it was actually the last thing that I got to do. But I've been pretty much locked in the house. But for me, it's okay with what I do, I guess. Kind of hard to be creative, though.
What have you been doing to keep creative? What have you been doing?
Really just same thing I always did. All I do is write songs here. So I can't move to Nashville or anything until all this is over, because there's no point, really. Everybody's doing the same thing. But, yeah, I've just been sitting in the house a lot of the time and writing songs and doing all that.
All right. Do you have a song you'd like to play for us?
Yeah, I'll play it's actually, I've never played it before. I wrote it a couple days ago by myself. But I kind of wanted to do something that was a little bit more meaningful than anything I had ever written. So I was looking for something like that. And
is that a piano we just heard?
What was that?
Somebody striking a key on the piano? Never mind. I thought I heard a piano chord.
No. I think it was my phone. But anyways, this song is called Built in a Day. And, yeah, I wrote it by myself, but hopefully y'all enjoy it. Let me know what you think about it, and here it is. That house on 40 acres wasn't built out of bricks and boards. It's more than pictures on the wall. There's a lot that goes on behind closed doors. Right now you may not understand. Something like that just has to be built hand by hand. It wouldn't built in a day. You just don't know the kind of work that it takes to keep this thing going on and on. The stories you tell, the memories you make. Guess some things just won't ever change. You'll be thankful for a place that wasn't built in a day. This truck I drive now, me and Daddy never got to finish. He passed on before I was strong enough to turn them wrenches. I hope he's smiling, 'cause I got fired up tonight. I pray this thing will run the rest of my damn life. It wasn't built in a day. You just don't know the kind of work that it takes to keep this thing going on and on. The stories you tell, the memories you make. Guess some things just won't ever change. It's a hunk of metal that you can't replace. It wasn't built in a day. No, wasn't built in a day. So I settled down, found me a girl, she's the center of my whole world. We've had our breakups, bumps in the road, but I got the same truck, we got the same home that wasn't built in a day. You just don't know the kind of love that it takes to keep this thing going on and on. The stories you tell, the memories you make. Yes, some things just won't ever change. You'll be thankful for the life you made. It wasn't built in a day. day wasn't built in a day, wasn't built in a day.
Awesome. Woo!
McCoy Moore live on Let's Have a Beer.
That was great.
Thank you so much. But yeah, so we just going right into another song?
Tell us a little bit about yourself, man.
Okay, so basically, I'm born and raised in Lakeland. Dude, I've just started playing guitar and singing. I've kind of sang my whole life, but I didn't really know. I thought everybody that sang and did all this had superpowers. Never really thought I could do anything. And then one day, I quit playing baseball in high school, and I didn't really have anything that I was interested in. So then I picked up a guitar and kind of just taught myself until I needed to take lessons and get serious with it. And that's kind of how I got here. I just pretty much had to build it all myself, really. But it's been so much fun. I don't know what I would do if I couldn't do it.
Who
Really.
pushed you in those tough times when you thought you couldn't do it?
Honestly, it's like my family was the main thing. Because even before I took voice lessons and did all the stuff that you need to do, like my mom she always kind of pushed me to do it. Even before I even picked up a guitar when I was younger, she always told me to do it. My grandma always told me to do it. Pretty much my whole family wanted me to do it, but I just didn't pay any mind to it because I thought it wasn't attainable. But it's fun to climb and everything and just do. This stage is a lot more fun to just be somebody that needs to go out and try to make a name for yourself, you know?
How do you get your baseball fix from time to time?
Honestly, I haven't thrown a baseball since I quit.
Really?
Yeah, it's pretty sad, but it's true. I want to, but I just don't have anybody that plays anymore.
I think you've moved on to your God-given talent, McCoy.
Mm-hmm.
I hope so. I love it to death. It's a lot of fun for me.
Let's hear another one, man.
All right. Well, this song, it's called Heaven Walked Out the Door, and I wrote it. All three of these songs I wrote by myself. I have to write by myself a lot because I'm by myself here.
So you're a singer-songwriter.
Pretty much. That's what I would label myself as. But I wrote this song by myself, and it's kind of my favorite lyric that I've ever had, favorite hook idea, whatever. And it just came to life one day. I was actually in North Carolina at my grandparents' place, and I wrote it before we went and ate pizza for dinner. So it took me like 30 minutes, and I love the song. So I'm recording this one. It'll be out pretty soon, hopefully next month. But yeah, it's called Heaven Walked Out the Door. Hopefully y'all enjoy it. She was a flower, I was the wind, blowing her every different way that she'd never been. She had a heart that wasn't made of love. She pushed me to the side and swept me under the rug. And now she's about as good as she is gone. I can't chase her down and change her mind, and she sure don't wanna come home. And I wind up passed out on the floor, 'cause I've been going through hell since heaven walked out the door. Like a needle dropping on a vinyl, this pounding in my head puts me back in that same cycle. And looking back now, I didn't know what I had to lose. When she told me goodbye, I didn't know what I'd go through. now she's about as good as she is gone. I can't chase her down and change her mind, and she sure don't wanna come home. And I wind up passed out on the floor, 'cause I've been going to hell since heaven walked out the door. Well, I guess she's really gone. I can't chase her down, change her mind, and this place sure don't feel like home. And now I'm passed out on this floor, 'cause I've been going through hell since heaven walked out the door. Heaven walked out the door.
McCoy Moore, live on a Friday night.
Thank you so
We
much.
socially distanced, but we're not socially distant.
We got our favorite cold beverages, not sponsored. Nestle Pure Life. It's
Pure
great.
Life.
Proud of you, man.
Enjoying a nice cold beer.
McCoy, what's your creative spot? What are you doing when you find yourself most creative? What are you eating, drinking? Where are you when you write your best music?
This is like the easiest answer in the world. Okay, so usually this is how my day goes. I go do whatever I'm gonna do during the day. Usually it's like go get lunch. I come home, and then that's my time where I'm like trying to just jog my memory of ideas. And when I'm not in quarantine, like every conversation that you have with somebody, you have to like listen to everything they say, and something might just pop out that you never even know until they say it. But during all this, for the past like 2 months, really I've been thinking of ideas during the day, and then I'm not gonna lie, me and my brother, we're like crazy Call of Duty players. We play video games, the Call of Duty thing. And so me and him play that night, and then at night when he goes to bed and I don't have anybody to talk to, I usually stay up and watch YouTube for about 2 hours, and then from about 2 to 4 a.m. is like prime time for me.
Wow.
So I stay up pretty much all night because I'll go to bed, I'll lay in bed for like 30 minutes, and something will come to my head, and then I have to get up and write it or I'll forget it.
And that's a smart thing. Write it down right when you think of it.
Yep.
That's how a lot of my songs have been written. The Built in a Day, wrote that one a little bit earlier tonight, but still. And then the next one I'm playing, my latest single, I wrote that one at like 2:30, 3 in the morning one night, just here in Lakeland at this house actually. So that's how a lot of them come about, is just in the middle of the night, really.
Can't wait to hear the latest in the middle of the night here in Lakeland,
Yeah.
McCoy.
Oh yeah. But yeah, this song is called Take Me Back. I wrote it by myself. And yeah, it's the best like song that I had before that I could put out, and everybody seemed to enjoy it. So I figured it was the best option for me, and that's what I did. So here's Take Me Back. Hopefully y'all enjoy it. If you want to go listen to the recorded version of this song, just in case I mess up at all, it's on Apple Music, Spotify, anywhere you can find music, YouTube, whatever. So here's Take Me Back. Hopefully y'all enjoy it. I was a worn-out set of boots and a flannel off a discount rack. She was a sun-kissed skin with auburn hair, kind of heart attack. And the way things were going, you thought that they'd never end. grass a little bit greener on the other side. Take me back when I could find peace and something up in a bottle of Jack. Take me back when I wasn't too far gone. And I wasn't hoping I could go back home. Take me back when I wasn't wishing that she might want to take me back. And if I'm being honest, never really thought she'd leave till she walked out the door, slammed it in my face and threw me the key. And the night still burns into my mind, and I just can't seem to forget her. The goodbyes ringing in my ear, just telling me that she never take me back. When life was a little bit simpler, grass a little bit greener on the other side. Take me back when I could find peace and something up in a bottle of Jack. Take me back when I wasn't too far gone, and I wasn't hoping I could go back home. Take me back when I wasn't wishing that she might want to take me back. Yeah, take me back when life was a little bit simpler, grass a little bit greener on the other side. Take me back when I could find peace and something up in a bottle of Jack. Take me back when I wasn't too far gone, and I wasn't hoping I could go back home. Take me back when I wasn't wishing that girl might take me back. She won't take me back, no, she won't take me back.
That was awesome.
McCoy, that was awesome.
Love it.
So much.
Many great lines in there, but I think during these times, you know, we have plans, and then God has another plan for us.
It's very true. It's this time's been like wild. I can't imagine doing this, especially with California. They're doing a whole nother 3 months. No.
How do you think it's going to change the way you live, McCoy?
Really, the biggest change for me was just not hanging out with the people that I do all the time. Like I'm a very social person, so I have to like talk to people. So being by myself a lot is kind of weird for me, but that's the main thing that's changed the most. But for what I'm doing or trying to do with music and everything, it's just putting me off a little bit with moving to Nashville and all that, which for real, it's hard. It's hard to like move away from here. I always said, you know, I can't wait to get away from Lakeland. I can't wait to leave this place. And now that I'm getting close to that, it's not easy. I hate it. I love all my people up there, but at the same time, when you leave a place like this, it's hard because I love everybody here. It's crazy.
It's the greatest place on earth.
Oh my gosh. I honestly would agree. I really would. I have so much fun, the best memories here, everything. All the songs started here, everything I write about, all of it started here. So
How are you connecting with you're a very social guy. How are you connecting with people? What have you been doing?
okay, so I've been social in some ways. I had to go record that "Have Walked Out the Door" song a couple weeks back. And so I went up to Nashville and stayed with a couple friends and wrote some songs and everything. But I've FaceTime, phone calls, stuff like that. There's these things. I don't know if you know what Zoom is. It's kind of like this.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Then, yeah. We've had to do like songwriting sessions on Zoom, and it's not for me. I hate it, honestly. But yeah, that, and then to be really honest with you, Call of Duty, like I was saying, a lot of my friends play Call of Duty, so we all it's kind of nerdy, but we play a lot.
Do you wear the headset and you talk to each other? Is that how that works?
It's like that, really. It's like having in-ears at a concert with a mic,
Okay.
basically.
Have you ever written a song from that game?
Absolutely not. That's something I can't do.
Okay.
Oh, I can't write a song about that.
McCoy, we talked about doing several songs, and I'm getting so many great comments here on Facebook Live. Can you do another one for us?
Let me see.
I'm sure you've got one you just love to pull out and play.
Do you want it to be an original?
That'd be great. Your originals are really cool.
All right.
Cover. Maybe do a cover, man. That'd be fine.
Yeah.
I'll do another original just because I haven't played a lot of them in a while, so I think it'll be good for me.
And you're sounding great. We're enjoying this. So
Thank you so much.
if you've got the time, we've got the time.
Oh, I can play a couple more. It's fine.
All right, let's do it.
So this song, it's a little bit sad. I'm not gonna lie, it's sad.
We've got something to take care of that. Yeah.
Exactly. Liquid Courage. You're saying. But this song's called Without You. And
wait a minute. You need to look at your screen before you start this song and answer that.
In the fridge, because right now,
okay, sorry to interrupt you.
for me.
Afterwards.
I need to. Okay. Okay, I got it. We're good.
All right. This is live, man. This is great.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so here's Without You. Sorry for having that little interruption there, but I had to relearn.
You need it, man. This is real. This is great.
It's raw and uncut.
Yeah, we like it that way.
But this is Without You. It's very sad. It's very slow, but it has a cool message. And the first verse relates to Florida a little bit, so it's good. Never thought I'd see the day I leave. I just had to let you go. There's life beyond these little town stars, out there where oranges don't grow. And I don't think you'll ever understand, but I don't know if even I can. I just had to find something new, somewhere a little too far away from me and you. I just had to find my place on a lonely highway stuck out in the rain. And it hits me right out of the blue. Life ain't nothing, girl, it's nothing without you. No, I never meant to break your heart, I just tore it right in two. Now I'm dealing with the pain I caused. It's on me, it ain't on you. Sometimes I think I could just go back. These big city lights, they always remind me that I just had to find something new, somewhere a little too far away from me and you. I just had to find my place on a lonely highway stuck out in the rain. And it hits me right out of the blue. Life ain't nothing, girl, it's nothing without you. And I took a gamble with a losing hand, and leaving you didn't turn out like I planned. I never found somebody new, just a little less closure and a whole lot of missing you. And I'll never find my place on this lonely highway stuck out in the rain. And it just hit me right out of the blue that a boy like me could never get over a girl like you. And life ain't nothing, girl, it's nothing without you. It'll never be nothing without you.
Yeah. McCoy Moore
Nice.
on Let's Have a Beer. That's a great background. Where are you playing from this afternoon?
My dining room.
Evening. Your dining room. Okay. All right.
I mean, it's probably the best room in my house with acoustics, I guess. I don't know how the audio is sounding, so.
Sounds great, McCoy. Sounds good. I didn't know if you had like one of those Zoom backgrounds. You know, you're professional like that, and you're a gamer, and I figured you knew how to put that behind you and look cool.
I ain't that technical. I'll do all that. I don't even, the Zoom thing totally threw me off. I knew how to click start. That's pretty much it.
Yeah. And it's a great way to connect. I got to mention Danny Green. We just shot a message up on the screen. Kentucky Bourbon. Have you ever had one of those, McCoy?
I have not.
That's a very good brand of beer. Kentucky Bourbon Barrel Ale.
He's offered me one though.
He has?
Oh, take it.
I know.
I've got one in the fridge.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, at least one.
Kentucky Bourbon?
Yeah.
I think you got them at Greenwise. That's what I heard.
Lay another one on us. McCoy Moore. Let's Have a Beer tonight, live.
All right. This is another original. I wrote every single one that I played tonight. I wrote it by myself.
That's awesome.
Cool.
Sadly. I mean, it's great to write with other people, but a lot of the time I have to write by myself. But
Nothing
this
wrong
one's
with
called
that.
Too Far Gone. It's helped a lot, I guess. I've learned a lot from it. But this one's called Too Far Gone. Wrote it by myself a while ago here in Lakeland, and now hopefully y'all enjoy it. Here it is. There's a set of good years that just pulled out of a gravel drive, and a sign that says she'll make it to Tulsa by midnight. I can't stop thinking about how she left me in a cloud of dust behind a worn out hand-me-down from her daddy Chevrolet pickup. But now there's 4 tires melting on a blacktop, 6 new strings on a flat top guitar, and a boy with a broken heart. She never pointed them wheels way out west. I wouldn't be stuck in my head trying to figure out what the hell went wrong. finds her way out of this one red light town, faded little map dot kind of play. And it's still pretty hard to believe she could just up and leave me, but sometimes you gotta lose the love, chase the dream. Now there's 4 tires belting on a black top, 6 new strings on a flat top guitar, and a boy with a broken heart. Now I'm pointing my wheels way out west, finding the love that we put to rest, and it's hitting me like a goodbye song. She ain't too far gone. And even though she left me behind, well, I can't seem to get her out of my mind. So now there's 4 tires belting on a black top, 6 new strings on a flat top guitar, and a boy trying to win her heart. Now I'm pointing my wheels way out west, finding the love that we put to rest, and it's hitting me like a goodbye song. She ain't too far gone. So never be too far gone.
Awesome.
You're the man, McCoy Moore on Let's Have a Beer. Thank you so much, sir. We appreciate you.
No problem. Thank you, guys.
Somebody told me that this is like an hourglass, this Blue Moon glass.
Oh, yeah?
And when it's at the bottom, I guess the show's over.
Oh,
Oh, man.
it's a good
Great ending. Thank you, sir. We appreciate you. God bless you.
Thank you guys for listening. Hopefully I'll see you soon. Go listen to Take Me Back.
Absolutely.
But
Thank
before you run off,
Yeah.
let everybody know where we can find you again, your music.
So music can be found anywhere you can find music: YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, all that. The best place to keep up with me is probably Instagram, and that's just McCoy Moore Music.
Okay.
And yeah, that's pretty much it. You can add me on Facebook, whatever you want to do. Message me. I'm social. I talk to everybody. I'll talk to everybody. But
you can't wait to get out and be social.
oh my gosh, you have no idea.
And Hunter's got a suggestion for you, sir.
I'm on it, buddy.
Let's have a beer. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you guys so much. Hopefully y'all have a good night. Praying for your mama.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Y'all have a good one. Thank you all for listening. I'll see y'all later. Thank you so much.
Take care of yourself.
You
Thank
too.
you. Man, what a great show.
It was.
What a great show.
Yeah.
Heard from the guys at Sun and Fun and McCoy Moore. Man, give it up for McCoy. Check him out. That was so awesome. And hopefully next week we're going to continue doing this. I say we continue doing this.
Sure.
Even though things are opening up, we're going to continue doing this every Friday night. Eli Mosley is going to join us next week. He's dropped a new song
Cool.
today or tomorrow.
Okay.
So he'll join us. And I think next weekend is Memorial Day weekend, believe it or not.
Wow.
So Chad Ward's going to check in with us with some grilling tips.
Nice.
And hopefully Mama Jean will be healthy enough to
She will. She'll be back.
do some NASCAR Mama Jean sports. So God bless you. Thank you. Together we're getting through this. Be kind to somebody this weekend. Virtually love on somebody. We love you. And we'll catch you Monday morning on 97.5 WPCV. You guys are the best. Thank you so much. And God bless each and every one of you.